dude, you're nothing but a side hustle. Your side hustle equals more than most people's full-time.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of those side hustles turn into a main hustle and then go buy things that then produce you more money. Real wealth is not just about money. It's about your money.
If you think wealth is about luxury cars, designer jewelry, or exotic vacations, you're in the wrong place. We're not concerned about your net worth, your 401k, or how much debt you have. Our approach is much different because real wealth isn't only about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to work because you want to, not because you have to. Freedom to pursue your purpose, live on passive income, and build a legacy. That freedom starts now. Welcome to the Real Wealth Formula with Brad Hovis, where each episode breaks down the principles, mindset, and practical steps to help you experience financial freedom today. Real talk, real numbers, real freedom. This is the Real Wealth Formula.
This episode is brought to you by Rebiz.com. You've probably seen the same old stuff in your feed. Invest in a franchise, start an ATM route, buy a car wash, launch a vending machine side hustle. Cool ideas, but here's what they don't tell you. The good ones are way too expensive and the cheap ones barely cash flow. But there's a business model that's quietly producing big paydays as well as monthly income for people working from home, a coffee shop, or even out of their pickup truck. Visit Rebiz.com, that's REIBIZ.com, to see how it all works. What's up, moguls? Welcome to the Real Wealth Formula. I am here with Ishaq.
Ishaq.
Ishaq. Oh my gosh. That's going to be a struggle the whole episode. But Ishaq.
No worries, man.
Thanks for coming. Tell us about yourself.
Awesome, man. So like you said, I'm Ishaq Memdu, and currently what I do for kind of the work and everything like that, I'm a model.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got, connected with you guys. So, happy to be on here. What I do, so I've always been an entrepreneur, right? So I was kind of been reselling like higher-end clothing to even thrifted stuff and stuff like that. But the main thing I'm trying to pursue is fitness coaching, right? Is online. So with
fitness, you said fitness coaching?
Yeah, fitness coaching.
Okay.
So definitely been in tune with the fitness space, this fitness niche for like quite a while now. I would say like a couple years.
How old are you?
I'm 21 right now.
21?
Yeah. So I've been doing content for like, honestly, more than 4 years. So yeah, deep passion for content. Love doing it. Like I said.
So content as well. Okay.
Yeah, content. Yeah. So basically the main things right now, modeling. Yeah.
Let me talk about model. How does that work?
When I first started doing it, I kind of just applied for any good agency out here, kind of locally. Applied for them. They hit me back, obviously, and then they kind of get me connected with other things. Like, obviously, this is pretty cool. Kind of like more third-hand platforms, so it's a good way to get connections. I kind of started doing that, but I kind of did like photo shoots, like constant photo shoots.
So you've done photo shoots?
Yeah, so I've been doing this for like more than 3 years now. So I would say like a side hobby, but I love doing it. So I've been having like multiple photo shoots. And
what do they pay you for a photo shoot?
If you kind of look it up, like how much models make, the minimum's like $100 an hour. So each booking is definitely something over $100, so that's pretty good. That's why I also got into it as well. Like I said, it's not that kind of frequent. Obviously it's an agency. They kind of take their time a little bit.
Do they then take a percentage of what you get paid?
So they do take like a 20% cut in that for whatever booking I might get, photo shoots or whatever. But yeah, I'm just glad I got into it because it kind of, helped me.
You got the look.
Yeah, I mean, it helped me with self-development, kind of do a lot more of that. So. But now I'm just kind of taking more of that fitness content, more up,
We had someone on before, and they were trying to be a model.
Yeah.
When you were getting connected with these agencies, did they make you pay them something to be part of that agency?
No. Obviously, when they do that, it's a scam. But nah, they never.
So that was the advice that I gave.
Yeah. So
yes.
Yeah. They never did that. I mean, some people did offer me that, but I kind of already knew it was like, if you're gonna pay somebody. I mean, what I did was like a coaching or kind of like online training with modeling. It was like more kind of Zoom, but that was like the only investment I made.
Like an education type thing?
Yeah.
Like a class?
It was like Zoom calls, stuff like that. It wasn't really in person, but it
wasn't like a talent agent coming to you and saying, hey, we think you really have this good look. We'd like to get you in front of people. We got to get you connected. In order to do that, you got to pay us $2,000.
That's basically what happened kind of the first part of my modeling career, but like I said, it was like risk investment. I didn't really
How
care
much
at
modeling
the time,
have you done, would you say?
I recently got with a new kind of agency. So probably every year or so, every couple of years I apply with a new agency because last one, they didn't really give me that much bookings. They weren't kind of investing more time into me. So honestly, it's seasonal, maybe like fall, maybe like this time is more bookings, like more photo shoots, more stuff like that.
Yep.
But like I said, it all depends on like how many photos you put in your portfolio, how many like headshots. When I first started modeling, I've been doing like myself photography. I loved photography, like videography. So, you know, I just kind of took pictures of myself and just applied for all these agencies. And one of them just, you know, hit me back and yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
A clothes dealer.
Yeah. So
Explain that to me.
So with that, that's like more my side hustle, right? So that's
Your
more.
so modeling and dealing clothes is a side hustle for you.
Yeah. Also fitness coaching as well. So I would say more consulting. It was more kind of like corporate sales. I've been doing sales for like more than a year. But ever since, you know, since the online world is just popping off right now, I just wanted to leverage my skills of like content creation and kind of editing and all that. Cause I've been doing that, you know, for a long period of time.
So your main deal is creating content.
Yeah. So that's my main thing. And
What kind of content are you creating?
So it would be fitness content, motivational content, specifically to target more of my clients. I'm kind of like storytelling a little bit cinematically with my page and everything, but it's mostly just like fitness coaching, you know, talking head-on, one-on-one motivational tips, just the whole
So
thing.
you'll do this fitness content in order to get fitness coaching clients.
Yeah, so with those, I currently have one client right now, but, you know, I just kind of started doing it, kind of taking it more consistently. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's cool, kind of like once you're more...
Where you make your money is in this content creation.
Yeah, so where I make most of my money, it would be kind of the side hustles right now, currently.
The side hustles.
Yeah, so more entrepreneurship, you know, side hustles, reselling, like I said, more higher end clothing, maybe like designer to like thrifted. I kind of flip those as well.
So flipping clothes is like your main source of income.
Flipping clothes.
What do you make per month flipping clothes?
Per month, I would say, I mean, with that, maybe like an extra 2 to 3K, or maybe like I would say 2K a month.
About 2K? Okay.
Yeah, but overall income is like 4 to 5K.
4 to 5K?
Yeah, per monthly.
For all the stuff that you're doing. Because you got a lot. I mean, you're modeling, you know, basically dealing clothes. And how do you do that? I'm a real estate investor. I have flipped hundreds of houses.
Yeah.
I have never flipped clothes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't only just do clothing. That's kind of like my main thing, but, you know, also like furniture.
You'll flip anything.
Yeah, honestly, like once I kind of find a opportunity, I just take on it. You know what I mean?
So my son, he's 18 years old. He's in college. He was flipping stuff that he would acquire on Facebook Marketplace and then putting it right back on Facebook
Exactly,
Marketplace.
yeah.
Is that the kind of stuff you're doing?
Yeah, I didn't directly kind of buy from Facebook, but there's definitely, you know, places in the area, kind of like discounted newer furniture or something like that, or some sort of thing. What I'm trying to get into is like reselling dogs, like puppies and stuff like that. Because, yeah, I mean, the puppy industry is like, you know, you can make a lot of money with that, breeding and stuff like that. They don't even have to have papers. So I kind of been, once I kind of...
Flipping puppies.
Yeah, because
I love it.
Honestly, because recently when I got into it, you know, we kind of went out of state a little bit to get 2 pit bulls. There's like 2 baby pit bulls, like Worcestershire, I would say specifically of the breed. And we just sold them like kind of locally in our area for like...
What do you get for flipping a puppy?
I mean, well, we bought them for like $100, like out of state, right? And then we flipped them for like 1,200 or something.
No
like that.
kidding. So good, nice. I like it, man.
Yeah, so when I kind of flipped that kind of made me more like, you know, pay attention more to the dog.
So you grind, man.
Yeah.
That's your deal. You're just hustling.
Yeah, so just always been an entrepreneur. You know, like
you're not working for anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, been doing sales. Like I kind of wanted to work corporate just to get that experience, like with sales and consulting and all that. I mean, it was a great environment, and then, you know, I didn't regret working there. But that's kind of like my start of, you know, entrepreneurship. Kind of like learning how to sell, learning how to just door knock, you know, sell people. And
have you done door knocking before?
I've been doing that for more than a year.
You still do that?
No, not now, but like when I was working with my sales, like consulting, we were doing, you know, door knocking and everything like that. And then we were specifically selling like phone lines. We were originally with like T-Mobile, AT&T.
So you're selling you're selling phone lines?
Yeah, we're doing phone lines.
Like in-home phone lines, not cell phones?
Yeah, just cell phones. Like I was working with AT&T as well. We were doing more sales on that.
So they're sending door-to-door salesmen to try to get people from Verizon to T-Mobile.
To try to switch lines. Yeah.
No kidding.
I mean, it was pretty good commission with you know how expensive the phones are. It was like $100 per person you kind of set up, but
okay.
Yeah, so that was cool. But originally that was our kind of new client in that business, but the old client was more like free phones, kind of like more telecommunication, like free government phones I was giving out. But obviously that's not a thing anymore. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just for my entrepreneurship journey, bro, it's just been like, you know, it's been.
Do you enjoy
random.
it?
Yeah, of course I like. That's why I like about the journey. It's just like it's random. You know, with entrepreneurship, you kind of never know when your next play is gonna be or something like that. That's why I kind of love. You know, I have a love for the game of it. You know, I love it. Obviously, with fitness, you know, I have a deep passion with fitness. Been doing calisthenics, working out, you know, pretty consistently, and you know, obviously, just trying to take that same knowledge and, you know, do like more one-on-one coaching and stuff like that.
Let's talk about your budget. The first part of this thing is reduce your monthly expenses. Let's start with what your rent is.
So right now I don't have any rent.
You live with, with your folks still?
Yeah, my folks. Yep. Yes, house is paid off. Paid that off like a while ago. So
your folks did.
Yeah, they did. So no rent right now. You know, no rent, no expenses like that.
So you're not paying utilities?
Yeah, no utility. So only expenses probably for me is like gas, subscriptions, like editing softwares, and then kind of like food. I don't really eat out, so I kind of get a lot of groceries. So that's kind of what more of my.
Okay, let's talk about what's your food.
So food is like around roughly $400 to $600 a month.
So we'll
roughly
split
let's
that
say
to
like
500.
Let's say like 500 a month.
Okay.
Yeah, groceries.
Okay.
Subscription is not crazy. Like I would say. Right now, yeah, like $60
so
per month.
What subscriptions do you have?
I think like 2 editing softwares.
Okay.
I used to pay for like the verification on Instagram or whatever.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah. So now, and what else is it? I guess kind of Audible. You know, more books.
Audible. Yeah.
More books. I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
And that would be it. More kind of like editing.
How much you spending on gas?
Gas is monthly is like $500. Gas for sure. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot for gas.
Yeah,
you driving a lot?
I mean, yeah, I do drive a lot. I would say, obviously with the side hustle stuff. I mean, I don't drive a lot, just go to the city really, but I just like to go to the mountains a lot too.
Mountains.
So I'm over more in like Aurora, Denver area.
Okay.
But I love going to mountains, so that's kind of been why it's been, you know, and gas is pretty up right now. So
going to the mountains to just kind of get away.
Yeah, just to get away, more content creation. I've been kind of working with my buddy.
You're shooting videos out in the woods.
Yeah, just kind of shooting content there.
Would you say a portion of that gas is really like a business expense?
Yeah,
if you're going,
100%.
If you're going up to the mountains to, you know, create content.
Yeah, we did recently go to the sand dunes. That's like 3 hours away.
Okay.
You know, so we went there. We went to like Kenosha Pass, you know, the fall leaves, if you kind of see the Colorado fall leaves. Yeah. That's the perfect spot to go there. Yeah, that's the location. And just, I mean, not really, I kind of been going there every week or so. Okay. I mean, I don't go to the mountains a whole lot, but I do kind of go far distances pretty frequently.
So do you have car payment?
Car payment, no.
Do you have any debt?
No debt.
No debt.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Hey, yeah.
Good for you.
I don't want to fall in that rabbit hole. So
you don't. That's good. You know. So no debt. How about car insurance?
Car insurance, no.
The folks pay for that?
Yeah.
Because you're 21.
Yeah,
right?
21,
You're doing your thing, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, what other expenses? So far, we've got gas and food.
Probably like food out.
Subscriptions are $60.
Would be $200 a month getting food out.
Is that included in that 500 or is that in addition to?
I would say addition. I'll say addition to. So
you got a girlfriend?
No, I'm glad I don't, because that's probably would be a big expense. Yeah. No.
Okay. So then, besides gas, subscriptions, and food, what else do you spend per month?
So food, groceries, just that's about it. I've just been, investing more like into myself, more of the foods I eat and stuff like that. Obviously, with fitness, like you gotta keep your
you have a gym member?
Yeah. Gym membership. That would be an extra $25. Crazy, yeah.
Is there anything that you spend that you feel is kind of potentially lavish? Something that you don't need?
I mean, it was clothes. I mean, clothes for sure.
Okay. Roughly, what do you spend on clothes per month?
Average $600.
$600?
I mean, a month. Yeah, I haven't been buying clothes recently. You know, obviously, I kind of realized like I need to kind of cool down on that. Yeah, I have enough clothes.
But at one point, you were spending about $600 a month.
At one point, when I was like, it was like more. It was like around that. So I was spending on clothes for sure because I'm into fashion, love fashion and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, you're a model.
Yeah, of course. So yeah,
and you're a content creator, and you're Anything else that you would consider lavish? Vacations, jewelry, not girls.
I don't really go monthly, but I kind of go every couple of months or so. But that's an extra. What is it? I usually go to New York a lot, in and out. So
really. So you're going to New York about every other month?
Not every month, maybe like 4 to 5 months, I would say. More kind of like that.
More twice a year? 2 or 3 times a year?
Twice, 2-3 times a year, yeah.
Okay.
So more of that way, but...
What's that typically run you?
Well, it's like $400 a ticket, so maybe...
A $400 plus a hotel? You staying at a hotel?
Yeah, I mean, I have family there, too. We're just staying
so
with
you go back to family?
Yeah, I go to back to family there.
You don't rent a car when you're out there? You just take
Ubers? I mean, it's Ubers, yeah. So Ubers maybe like...
So $400 for the flight, you're going to spend a couple $100 on Ubers.
On Ubers, yeah.
And restaurants.
Especially in New York, like you got to... If you go like 30 minutes to the city, it's like $60 or something. Yeah, you Uber...
so each one of those trips costing you what, about... A little less than $1,000, you say?
Yeah, a little less than $1,000.
Okay,
probably more on traveling.
So if we said if we said you did that 3 times, it cost you about $3,000 for the whole year. So we divide that by 12. Let's call it $300 a month. You'd say that you would that you're allocating towards that, or
we'll say
you
that
should allocate towards that. Okay. Anything else, man? Because you don't have a ton of expenses here.
I mean, so far, like, no. Because I remember I did this, like, when I was working, like, kind of budget sheet, and they were like, yeah, you don't. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say I haven't been spending. I can definitely get better with my spending.
How about car repairs?
Car repairs.
Folks take care of that.
Yeah, I would say. But not a ton. Maybe like a new battery or something. Like $100, a couple hundred. Yeah, that would be,
So, except for gas, which is part business, right? And clothes, which is also part business.
Yeah.
PropStream is the most comprehensive and AI-enhanced real estate data provider nationwide. We equip real estate professionals with powerful tools and marketing solutions, helping them make informed decisions and find top leads faster. Visit realwealthformula.com/sponsors for a special link to get a free trial and a ton of goodies only for you, Real Wealth Formula moguls. You just don't have a ton of expenses here. You're spending money for food, and that's about it. You know, a trip to New York every 2 or 3 times a year.
I would say more personal stuff, too, as well. Just clothes and food, honestly, is probably the main ones, and subscriptions.
And you said, hey, I'm going a little nuts on the clothes, so you're not spending that anymore.
Well, every time I've been getting them, so usually I kind of resell them and stuff like that. So that's why, I don't know, it kind of loses its value. Yeah, with those higher end clothing, it kind of loses value a little bit. So
I do want to ask about the flipping the clothes. Are you flipping used clothes?
For the most part, used clothes, yes. And then it's more kind of like, I would say more streetwear brands. There's like stores.
What do you mean
here.
streetwear? I don't understand.
Like kind of like streetwear, like more New York style type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like more higher end designer brands, like streetwear designer brands.
Higher end streetwear designer brands.
So it would be that. I would kind of like a part of it, and it would be just thrifting.
And who are your buyers on this?
It would be stores. I go to local stores. They buy all these high end clothing, kind of like every day.
Like Plato's Closet or something like that?
Yeah, I'm kind of doing that, but that's not a good way to do it. But I
don't think they give you hardly any money for that stuff.
Yeah, they don't. But there's another spot. It's like you sell more of that streetwear. There's like a couple more spots over that in the area. But I sell them. I kind of where I get it, I thrift them at like a bin, haul, whatever. I get them a lot for cheap, and then I kind of resell it at a store, like kind of like more streetwear store. People that buy, you know, consignment stores, more like know that.
Are you doing this because you are like into fashion, or are you just into?
I just like clothes.
You're just into the grind. Because you got a lot of stuff going on. Do you just like making money?
Yeah, I do like making money, finding more ways to make it. I love side hustles. I've been doing a lot of it. I mean, I did make money with more UGC, I would say, more content creation. Definitely got more opportunities with that, kind of posting more consistently. So content is probably... Yeah.
Are you making money off of the content? Like
off of the content,
directly?
Yeah. So directly...
like YouTube, is YouTube paying you? Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do, but my main platforms are like Instagram and more TikTok, yeah.
Is Instagram paying you?
Instagram, well, that's where I'm getting my client. That's where I got my one client, so currently, no. It's not coming from that. But the main, income source would be that kind of reselling, yeah.
So on the content, I'm curious, because you said you've been in this for, 4 years, doing content creation? Mm-hmm. Do you post regularly on your Instagram then?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I post a lot. Like I'm kind of going all in more on the fitness category. I kind of invested more of like, I would say courses, or like a community, like a community / course. It's like a whole thing where you can get guided through, virality and stuff like that. So I forgot that. Probably education would be another expense too. Probably about that.
Because I don't know anything about you. We just met today. And that we do that on purpose so that I can kind of discover what the audience is discovering at the same time. I'm trying to get to
Yeah.
know you, right? Figure out what's going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so then for you, do you have any investments?
Well, I kind of just started to get into like investing more in stocks and stuff like that.
Okay.
More of my folks kind of do that. But no current like investments. I mean, I did make like kind of more content investment, kind of, getting guided through like how to become viral and more of like how to reach my audience in the fitness niche. So I kind of got a course on that. But that's part of like my own
you bought
investment.
a course on that.
Yeah, so that's probably.
I'm talking about like are you,
like
so you're in
stocks and everything like that. Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been kind of doing some crypto a little bit, kind of getting
Crypto?
into that. Stopped doing that.
Did you lose money on crypto?
No, I mean, I was just investing a little bit on meme coins and stuff like that when it really got popping maybe a year ago.
Dogecoin.
But yeah, so I kind of got into that. That was probably my only investment experience.
What are the balances on your crypto and your stock? Roughly, what are your net worth on that?
I mean, I don't really invest like that anymore. Yeah, I kind of
let it
stopped
go?
doing that. Yeah, I kind of let it go. So
Okay. So then really you are spending roughly $2,000 a month. Is that fair?
yeah, like 2 to 3. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah. And of that $2,000 a month, a good portion of that has been clothes and is gas, right? Like that's been pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
yeah.
you're in a unique position. And what I'm going to be talking to you about, I think, as I'm learning more about you, is the unique position that you're in as a 21, not married, no kids. You have a unique position to kind of go and do some pretty amazing things. Do you feel like you might be a little spread too thin with the different things that you're into? Or are you just like, you got a lot of different kind of things going on? Give me your perspective on.
Like, what's my main interest?
Yeah.
Currently, I mean, 100% content creation. I've been kind of started off with YouTube doing vlogs and everything like that, all the way into posting more consistently, like reels. I don't really do a lot of long form content now on YouTube, but just overall, just content creation is probably the number one for me. Yeah, it's just probably my main passion right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
How often are you posting?
I'm posting a couple of times a day. I post like I would say average of twice a day now. When I was doing like more of a podcast with my buddy, we were posting like one clip each day, I would say. We kind of made a separate page for that. But yeah, we're just talking about a lot of entrepreneurship, business insight that we had, from our experiences. But yeah, now I'm just kind of more focusing on that fitness niche. So probably I would say twice a day.
One of the things that we do here is figure out why you do what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned content creating, you mentioned fitness. Why? Why do you do what you do? What is your purpose? Like, why are you doing what you're doing?
I see a lot of like young males. They don't really have a clear direction of their life, fitness-wise, mindset-wise, and everything like that. And kind of like the development for myself that I can kind of been doing for the last couple of years, I feel like I can just add value to other, people like me in their daily life. So kind of like with this coaching. So that's kind of like my why, just to kind of create a better generation of like young adults and stuff like that. My target is like more ambitious men. I would say more in my position, but kind of like, taking on along the journey with me and stuff like that and really inspiring them to do kind of the same stuff.
Cool.
Kind of like taking their body seriously or just whatever it might be, taking their mindset seriously. So that's kind of my why, yeah.
Where do you think you got this? Tell me about your folks.
My parents? Yeah. So my parents, my dad's from Libya. So he's,
Okay.
That's North Africa. That's kind of like more near Morocco, Egypt. That's where my dad's from. My mom's she's actually born and raised here. So she's from the States. She's from here. But yeah, they've been together.
What do they do?
Yeah. So they're retired now. They have like, their investment portfolio or whatever. But my dad had been a mechanic for quite a while.
Mechanic?
Yeah, he's
Interesting.
like a mechanic, and my mom was more like a crime advocate. So she was helping people deal with like, things and stuff like that.
Was it Casa? Is that what that's called?
I'm pretty sure it was like a long time ago. Well, she was kind of like a entrepreneur, I would say, because she was working with like oil company, like essential oils. That's kind of like, she was like more of a consultant there. So that's where I kind of got more of my mindset from. Yeah.
Any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have one older brother and 2 older sisters. So I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
I'm the baby.
So,
yeah.
so they're all older. What do they do?
My brother, he's in New York. He's kind of currently taking the bar exam for to
become a lawyer.
Yeah, become a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah. So he went to New York School of Law. That's kind of like the last time we went to visit him and everything. So he recently graduated. So that's what my brother's doing. And my sister, she's out in like, you know, more closer to the States, like New Mexico. They're doing more of that stuff. They're just having time of their life. So, because it's more like a small town. It's more, you know, peaceful and everything like that.
So it's you, your brother, and your sister, the three of you?
Yeah, my two sisters, yeah.
Two sisters.
Two older sisters, yeah.
Are they living together? They're out there?
No, they're just all on their own stuff, you know what I'm saying? So,
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Sounds like you come from a great family.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man, for sure. Definitely grateful of, like, not having, you know, people around me that kind of, like, push me down or whatever. They always encourage me, 100%. I would say that. Honestly, at a certain point, people are going to be like, what are you doing? Or what if they see somebody do something that's not familiar with them, they're going to be like, oh, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? But they're kind of like that a little bit, I would say, my folks. But for the most part, it's not that bad, you know.
What do your folks think about your content creation?
They love it, for sure. My mom, of course, is a big fan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, our moms are always our biggest fans, for sure. So she likes it. You know, she has that mindset as well, kind of like that business mindset, like I said, with her past experiences. So she's been doing marketing, too, kind of more experience in marketing. So, yeah, she's encouraging me with that. So it's pretty good, man, for sure.
So, you got a good head on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Good-looking guy, you know, well-spoken, hustle. When we talk about what your future looks like and why you want to do what you're doing, you're saying basically you want other young men to experience the same thing you're experiencing. Is that right?
Yeah, just with like freedom, you know, with their mindset, freedom with their body, developing that discipline to create freedom for themselves. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we're, in a society where it's just like so, you know, being unhealthy, so like normalized and stuff like that, or whatever it might be. So kind of creating sharper men, you know, in this generation, really. That's kind of like my main incentive right now, just creating sharper men, because honestly, we're in times now where, you know, it's all online, stuff like that. Men are not kind of reaching their capabilities. So, you know, just really trying to inspire them and actually work with them if they're willing to. So,
yeah. Man, that's great.
Yeah.
On the food side, this is kind of a side note. Do you cook?
I cook all my meals, yeah.
So what do you like to cook?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like to cook like steak, pizza, avocado. I love, you know, avocado toast, eggs. Love eggs. That's a must for me. I kind of stick to a diet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of more of a carnivore diet. I would say more like meat, more eggs. Obviously, add more dairy into it, maybe like some yogurt. I'm a big yogurt guy.
Really?
Yeah, so I love kind of like making those, like yogurt bowls and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, that's what I love to like.
So you do the carnivore thing?
Yeah, not fully. Like I eat fish or whatever. I kind of switch it up, but for the most part, my diet is kind of a carnivore diet. Yeah,
fish would be carnivore. Right?
Yeah, fish is carnivore. Yeah, basically.
I don't think the toast is, but avocado.
I mean, I would say like yogurt. Is yogurt? Kind of part of it.
Yogurt.
It's
like it's dairy.
Yeah, dairy. I would say.
Right. I guess it depends on what you put in the yogurt.
I'll never be fully vegan, because that's not good for you. That's not good for you. So,
well, hey man, I got to tell you, the only stuff that I'm going to be saying is really going to be on the wealth and the investment side for you. Anything else I should know about you before I give you a review?
That's kind of the whole gist, man, for sure.
Okay,
100%.
Well, are you ready for your wealth review?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Reduce your monthly expenses. I'm actually going to give you a 10 out of 10 on this because there's not much to reduce. Number one. The only thing that you are over are business expenses, right? I don't know. Have you gotten into paying taxes yet? Have you been having to pay taxes, or you just still get tax returns?
I'm still getting returns, but I didn't. I think my folks did that last year for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't. Yeah, they've been doing taxes kind of like the last 2 years. So
yeah, I'm sure you're filing taxes. I'm asking. Like from an income perspective, and a lot of this stuff is probably not taxed like it normally is, but once you start getting into business, the only thing that I would say, the only piece of advice that I would say is if you're doing more business, go create an actual business, an LLC. They're super cheap. You can do them here in Colorado. 100%. Then from there, go create a business banking account and run some of these expenses through there. That way you can avoid paying the taxes. Right. You're not making enough proprietorship perspective, and the way you're probably making it makes it so that a lot of it's not trackable. But what you could do is start running those, like you mentioned, your subscriptions, which is an editing subscription. That's a business expense because you're using it for your business, right? So if you had an LLC running things through, that way you could put that in there.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not gonna. I mean, there's
100%. Like gas. Yeah, that 100% can be a write-off, I believe, for sure.
Yeah, the gas, even the clothes.
Yeah.
Like if you're a model, the IRS says, hey, you're a model or you're whatever, you need this item for work. That's a business expense.
Yeah.
So that can be deducted right from your income. So I am going to modify it just a little bit. It's going to be 9 out of 10. So let's make sure we get that in there. 9 out of 10, only because you're not running things through your business.
Yeah.
But it's likely unnecessary because when you're flipping these kind of things, it's likely,
when you have like more of a brand, established brand, that's where it comes into play. Yeah, for sure.
So that's R. E, enlarge your active income. This is where I talk to people about hustling, making more money, side hustles, whatever. Dude, you're nothing but a side hustle, right? You got side hustles all over the place. Like your side hustle equals more than most people's full time, right?
Yeah.
And so
that's what I believe. That's why I just kind of stopped doing that more corporate like consulting stuff. I mean, it kind of shut down. That's why I kind of like stopped doing it. But I feel like, it just wasn't a good investment on my time. Yeah. So I feel like just doing more of the side hustles, kind of doing what I want, and kind of focusing more on the content is more like a thing for me, that
you're making enough money on these other endeavors to be able to afford for you to go and do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This content creation, which isn't making money directly yet. It will, as you keep with it. So I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10 on the enlarge your active income because you're making good money. Now, I will tell you, as you get older, you're going to need for some of these things to start dropping and start making some really good money to be able to support yourself, right? It's nice when you're hanging with the folks because they're taking care of a lot of stuff. It's not going to be long before now it's all on you.
Facts,
right?
yeah.
If you're an active real estate investor and you're not using FreedomSoft, I got bad news for you. You're getting beat by other active investors who've been utilizing this CRM software for well over a decade. We're able to close deals faster, more consistently, and with higher margins. So if you're tired of getting beat, go to realwealthformula.com/sponsors and click on the FreedomSoft link. Start doing more deals today. So hopefully one of these side hustles lands and you're just like, this content creation, I'm making $100,000 a month and we're good, right?
Yeah.
Or $100,000 a year, or $200,000 a year, something like that. That's where it makes it so that you're like, you're in good shape. Okay?
100%, yeah.
So I'm still going to give you that. A, this is acquire passive income. You have zero passive income.
Yeah.
You have zero investments. You have zero any of those kind of things. If you're making between $4,000 and $5,000 a month, and you're only spending $2,000 a month,
yeah, some of it should for sure.
That $2,000 a month that you're making needs to be going towards acquiring passive income. Okay, something that can make you money while you're asleep. Okay,
yeah.
Could be dividend producing stock. If you don't know how to invest in stock, there's a book called The Intelligent Investor, written by Benjamin Graham. Benjamin Graham was the mentor of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, at various parts of his life, was the wealthiest man in the world. Yeah. I don't know if you know much about Warren Buffett.
I know. Yeah, of course I know.
Okay.
Sure.
He's one of the best investors out there. His entire premise is invest in a business that's going to be producing income for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the stock market is.
Right.
Okay. I'm a real estate guy. I prefer to buy real estate. Okay. So I'm buying rental properties. I'm doing those sort of things.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with the concept of flipping, which is you're buying this New York streetwear for one and you're selling it for two. That's just flipping.
Yeah.
It's really simple.
Yeah.
Have you considered flipping houses?
No.
There's a difference between fixing and flipping houses and flipping. It's actually called wholesaling. This is where you get a contract.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll pay you $100,000 for this house. You turn around and tell someone else, hey, you can pay $110,000 for this house.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered getting into that?
I heard about that. Definitely was watching content about that. It's really interesting. Kind of like being a middleman.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The street name is called wholesaling. For us, we have our network partners do it for us.
Yeah.
So who I buy my houses from are from wholesalers.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at like, hey, I might want to get into something that's making like per shirt when you flip a clothes, what are you making on that?
Usually, I kind of I go there consistently. I would say every day or so. So it would be extra like $50-$60 average.
$50-$60.
Yeah,
even the more lucrative one where you're flipping a puppy, which is $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay? You flip one house, you make $10,000. So my son is 18 years old. He's in college.
Yeah.
He's a network partner for us. And his first deal, he made $5,500. His second deal, he made $12,000. So I suggest you look into that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you some links. In fact, I'm going to give you my whole REI school.
Yeah.
It's $12,000 worth of stuff. We retail it for $997. I'm giving it to you for free. So you get access to all of REI school.
Okay.
Because I sense your hustle in this. And model, clothes flipper, puppy flipper, fitness coach, content creator, all those kind of stuff.
Right.
Those are all great things. Imagine if you applied some of that as a main hustle, flipping that can then support your side hustle, right? Of
course, yeah.
Instead of just making $50 a shirt or $1,000 a puppy, go make 10 grand. That's what we're targeting, 10 grand a pop. So I'm going to give you that REI school course 100% free.
Awesome.
Cool. Unfortunately, on the acquire passive income, you get a 0 out of 10. Now you're only 21. That's okay.
Yeah. I kind of just been getting to Vanguard. That's probably the only investment that I've been kind of making. Just putting a little bit, I would say, of chunk of money. I started to do that, but I'm trying to just get more into it, do more research on like what I'm investing to, what kind of industries I'm investing to. So I'm just trying to, that's why I kind of just educating myself more on it.
I'll tell you the plan my son has done. He's 18 years old. Okay?
Yeah.
His plan, he goes, Dad, I want to go flip 10 houses. I make 100 grand.
Yeah.
Right? Actually 15. Flip 15 houses. Then I'm going to go buy my own house. Because in other parts of the country, you can buy a house for 150 grand. In fact, I closed it at lunchtime. It's 165,000 is what we paid for it.
Especially like New Mexico area, like that whole area for sure is cheap.
Well, we're in Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri.
Or like, a lot of
Those type of places.
Yeah.
So we bought a house in Memphis, Tennessee for 165, literally at lunchtime, and paid all cash for it. So it's like, hey, imagine if you did that, because that's going to throw off minimum $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
In passive income, right? Minimum. So if you're living on 2,000, you just got to do 2 of those.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a different play. You can actually get higher stuff because we buy notes, which is where we become the lender. Like you can buy and sell houses. You can also buy and sell notes, which is I lent you the money. It's called a promissory note. Anyway.
Right.
So on the acquire passive income, 0 out of 10. L stands for live on passive income. Now the question I've got for you, how do you feel about the notion of living on your passive income?
I kind of elaborate on that.
Okay, good. So when you acquire cash flowing assets, they throw off income.
Yeah.
Like a rental property. Okay?
Yeah.
My whole purpose in doing this is teaching people that the purpose of personal finance is that they acquire enough passive income to cover their monthly expenses. Right. So if in the future you live off of $5,000, your goal is really simple. Go acquire enough cash flowing assets that will then pay for your lifestyle. So in 2013, I retired. My passive income was larger than my monthly expenses. So I never have to work anymore. Now, all the stuff that I do is to expand and to build my legacy and to help people and that kind of stuff. Right. But like, I don't need to work tomorrow. In fact, I'm not working tomorrow. I canceled all my meetings tomorrow and I said, I'm going to go up to the mountains. And that's all there was to it, right? So how do you feel about that direction for your personal finances to say, yeah, the purpose is to acquire these assets that then produce passive income, and I live off of that passive income? How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's, the way to go. That's what a pattern I see with kind of like more wealthy people. Like they always have some sort of asset, you know what I'm saying? They always have some sort of thing they have to make them money while they sleep. So
that's right.
But yeah, I feel like that's kind of definitely the plan and the way to go for sure in the future.
Yeah. So because of that, I'm going to give you a 5 out of 10. What that tells me is, hey, you're at least wanting to go that direction. Yeah. You don't have any passive income just yet, but you do have the work ethic to go get some active income to then use that to go buy stuff, right? Go buy something that's going to continue to produce for you, okay? 100%. And the last L, which is leave a legacy. Man, I love it. I love the fact that you're trying to reach young men, and particularly in the mindset realm and the physical realm, and just kind of help them recognize, hey, there's a different life out there than what you perceive right now.
100%, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I think you probably got that from your folks and even your older siblings. Yeah. But so thanking your folks would be a big deal, because your mindset, where you're at right now, man, it's because of your folks. Like they've helped you. Yeah. Would you agree with that?
I would say, yeah, part of them, but their mindset, I mean, my dad, of course, they always had that hard work ethic. Yeah, 100% got it from my dad, that hard work ethic and everything like that. And more of like the leveraging and working smarter, not harder, for my mom, for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So from a legacy perspective, you're at least thinking about others and you're doing something about it.
Yeah.
And this is the whole purpose for real wealth, meaning real wealth is not just about money.
Yeah.
It's about your purpose. The money helps fund that purpose.
Right.
So the only thing that I'm going to say to you is, I know you got a lot of side hustles going on.
Right.
Hopefully one of those side hustles turned into a main hustle that's making you enough money to help you pursue this legacy direction.
For sure.
Meaning, as you're pursuing this and the content creation and this is it, be the money maker too. Awesome. But we don't want to rely upon the active income. We want to rely upon passive income.
Right.
So you want to go make a crap ton of money and then go buy things that then produce you more money.
Yeah.
Not Gucci belts and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Like
It's longevity, yeah.
you're in this thing for a long haul. You got a long life to live, man. You got 80 more years to live. Let's go get you some assets that will fund that lifestyle and then continue with that legacy. So if my math is correct on here, 10, 10, 20, 25, 34. You get a 34 out of 50. Not bad. Not bad for a 21-year-old guy. I mean, you're just getting started. You're in the first inning here. I know you probably
Honestly,
you probably feel like take it from some older guys.
Yeah.
You probably feel like you've been grinding for a long time. You're in the first inning. You got a lot more life to go. And like the Gary V's, I don't know if you listen to Gary V or not, but
100%.
But like his whole thing is you've got time. Try a bunch of stuff. So you're going down the right path, man.
Yeah.
Keep that going. So what do you think about all that?
That was good. That was a good overview. Obviously love to express kind of like where I'm at right now and kind of like my purpose, 100%. Always willing to talk about it. And yeah, I'm glad. I'm kind of surprised about that rating. So
yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's passing. Yeah, it's because of where you're at. I take it into consideration of where you're at, right?
Yeah, like the trajectory, yeah.
Like if you're if you're in the same boat at 40, we got a problem.
Yeah.
But you're not. You're 21. You got plenty of time, right?
Yeah.
Here's my success plan. The success plan I would give to you. So here's just a handful of steps to kind of go in that right direction. Number one, if I were you, you're hustling, which is great. I would try to isolate one or two most lucrative hustles, right? Like figure out which is it that's moving the needle for you. So the success plan is find the needle mover. What is it that gives you the best return on your effort and that with the minimum amount of effort, right? What is it that's actually getting you some real money? Okay. Number two, I'm going to have you look into passive income. I need you to start putting money towards passive income. Whether that's you open up a Schwab account and you start buying Coca-Cola, which is a dividend producing stock, or a dividend producing mutual fund. On my website, realwealthformula.com, I'll send you the link so you can see all of the different aspects of passive income that I recommend. I'm not a stockbroker, so I can't represent you. Don't listen to my investing advice necessarily, but I can show you, point you in the right direction. Okay. So what I would say is start.
Yeah, do have a Vanguard account. Income.
Yeah, you got Vanguard. So start researching. You talk about, hey, you got a course to teach you how to do not investing, but content creation. Right? If I were you, I would, which is going to be my next thing is read The Intelligent Investor.
Yeah.
Okay. If you read that book at 21 years old, but buddy, you want to take over this world? If you want to have the legacy that you feel like you are going towards, man, read that book. No matter what you decide to do from that perspective. That is one book I wish I'd have read when I was 21.
Who's it by?
It's by Benjamin Graham.
Benjamin Graham?
It was written in, you like Audible?
Yeah, I mostly just listen to Audible.
I read the Audible book. Yeah. In fact, there's an abridged version where he was back in the 1940s, but they have another guy who comes in and they added some more stuff to make it more modern.
Yeah.
So that's the third one. And honestly, man, that's it.
Yeah.
From a monthly expense perspective, you're in fine shape. I will say this save for the future. Because there's going to be a day.
Facts.
There's going to be a day where you're no longer living with your folks.
Yeah. And
you're totally on your own. Let's just make sure we got some cash laying around. And one way that I have told people to save money, instead of just taking that cash and putting it into a savings account, because what happens, you transfer it from the savings account to the checking account and you spend it.
It's not no real, value in that, you know what I'm saying, just saving.
It's basically like 2 checking accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I've told people is go buy real money. Real money is gold and silver. Now use it just for the purpose of saving. So like for instance, you can go cash that in. Like when you go and buy something from Walmart, the second you take it out of the store, it's not worth anything. Like it's hard to resell that stuff.
Yeah, facts.
But if you go get an ounce of silver, 5 ounces of silver, 10 ounces of silver, 1 ounce of gold, like silver right now is in the 30s to $40 per ounce. If you have real silver, you can go to a coin shop and cash it in, and they'll give you $40.
Yeah.
So that's a way to save money. In fact, that's how my son saved money to be able to buy his first house. That's how I saved money to buy a car, was I just kept buying silver. Why? Because instead of it just being cash that I can go spend, and instead of it being in a savings account that I just transfer to my checking account, it's now a real asset that it's liquid. I can make it liquid. I can cash it out.
Yeah.
But I have to do it Monday through Friday at a coin shop between 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So it's more difficult to access, and it makes it so that your human nature doesn't just spend it. The reason we have the reason we have cards and debit cards is so that it's easy to spend. That's what they just want you to continue to spend money. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so what I say is save for the future, and I would say go buy some silver, go buy some gold.
How much did it go for? Like you saying 30 to 40 ounces? That's to like buy it or to sell it?
That's to buy it and to sell it.
Okay.
So it's called the spot price.
Spot
The
price.
spot price of gold or silver. I'll look it up in just a second.
And it doesn't, lose value. So that's the good thing about it.
It doesn't lose a ton of value. It does go up and down just like anything.
Yeah.
But like right now, I buy my stuff from JM Bullion. Right now, silver is actually higher than that. It's $54 an ounce. Okay. Now it's going kind of on a bull market right now. It's kind of going up. So I wouldn't buy a ton necessarily because I don't know where it's going to go. But it's usually pretty stable. We're seeing it go up right now for other reasons, mainly having to do with the market, frankly. Like we're starting to, people are preparing for some things. So that's what I would say. Save for your future, because at some point you're going to have to do this on your own.
100%.
So to recap your success plan, number 5, thank your folks.
For sure.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all.
Find a main hustle, start acquiring passive income, read The Intelligent Investor, save for the future, and thank your folks. Those are the 5 things that I've got to say for you.
Awesome.
So what'd you think of all that, man?
Awesome. Pretty, love how you kind of like simplified it and everything. It's, just overall great discussion. Like I said, I love to express like my story and obviously to help other people kind of like more in my situation to keep going after whatever they want to achieve. So,
well, you're an inspiration. There's a lot of people your age not doing near what you're doing.
That's the thing. That's kind of what inspired me. That's what I just see a lot of these people my age, like just so hooked up on like, I would say drugs, all those kind of things that kind of hold them back. You know what I mean? So if I can just help one young adult, change their life, that would be enough for me. So, but yeah, for sure.
No, you're not inspiring just the 21-year-olds. Like we've had people on here who unemployed, trying to find jobs, not working on the side, like not doing anything, just sitting around hoping things happen for them. And you're out there trying to make things happen for yourself. So that's
I just always had. It may seem cliche, but it's something that you're kind of born with. I would say, like if you just have that hustle, if you just have that mentality, I feel like. I guess I was just born with it. I just loved the hustle. I just loved it. So,
great.
That's what kept me pushing forward. And yeah, man, for sure.
Well, man, thanks for coming on. That is a real wealth review. And for those of you out there, subscribe, follow us on the next episode. See ya.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to The Real Wealth Formula, hosted by Brad Hovis. If this episode helped you see money and purpose a little differently, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Share with someone who's ready to build real wealth and keep building the life, purpose, and freedom you were made for. Until next time, keep your goals clear and your wealth real.